Hello, it is another year, apparently. According to you guys, I don't know, I'm in disbelief of it because for me it's still last year. It's prior to Christmas, so I figured I have just enough time, hopefully, to quickly film a little haul as to what I've gotten in prior to Christmas. Most of this is Amazon. One of them is a Kris Kringle. I'm actually going to start with that one because it's my most interesting one. The Cinemaniacs for the last showing had Batman Returns and they had a Kris Kringle, and I won Maestro, the vinyl. It's a 2 vinyl set, comes with music from the film as well as like excerpts from the film as well. It's really interesting, mostly because I still haven't seen the film as of filming this part. You got images from the film as well, which is really nice. Yeah, I did win it. It was very strange. It does have actual vinyl inside. I don't really want to take it out, to be honest, because I don't want to like manhandle it while I'm trying to film. But I guess a bit of backstory on it. I had entered into the Kris Kringle. I put in a film, easy peasy. Mostly all stuff from their website. Some of the people put in other stuff. I think this was just like an exception to the rule. I don't really know. But a film critic who goes to the Cinemaniac, who I've now officially met and friends with on Facebook now and follow on all the platforms, I was talking to her before the screening because there was a Christmas meetup, and I talked to a couple of people, whatever, and it was interesting because like she was talking about all the films that she's seen that like of 2023 and how many times she'd seen them, but in the degree of because it's for like awards and stuff, and she'd gotten all these screeners for like Oppenheimer and whatever, and she was saying how she'd seen Poor Things like 5 times and May December like 4 times and stuff like that. And it was really interesting because I've never met someone who has her kind of a job, who's like on Rotten Tomatoes, like actually can post on it, and all this kind of stuff. So I'm very interested by her in general. And so the Kris Kringle came at the end after the movie. We were sitting at the bar, and I got pulled a number. I was number 11. I got number 10 because the person who got number 11 got a movie instead because they didn't have a vinyl player. You could tell it was vinyl because it was wrapped in Christmas paper, and clearly it was a vinyl, So they obviously brought up to the person like, oh, it's a vinyl. Can you play vinyl? Because, some people don't have record players and whatever. I was going to say a vinyl player for a second there, but it's a record player. And so conveniently when it came to me, they were giving it to me and they're like, oh, just before we give this to you, do you have a record player? And I was like, yeah, we've got one at home, because Dad has this whole selection of records or vinyls, and he has this player that plugs in via USB into a TV or into a computer, so you can literally burn records onto your computer, which is really cool. So I was like, yeah, I've got one of those at home. So I opened it up and I got Maestro, and I've since obviously connected it up. If you look at my socials, I think it was, it might have been on my main Facebook page then, probably not then. I'm pretty sure I had posted it to my Collector Creations Instagram, but it doesn't really matter. I got it all set up. I had this little adapter thing that connected the red, white, and yellow cables from like a VHS player to HDMI, and I was able to connect that for the record player because we had misplaced the USB cord. We've since found it, but it worked and it sounded great, and I've never really used vinyl before. I've grown up around it, but it's never really been my thing. So, yeah, that was a really fun gift, and I ran into her just before I was leaving, and she was like, oh, it was you who won it, thank God. Like she really wanted to know who won it, and so she was talking about the film with me because I hadn't seen it yet. It only had just come out on Netflix at the time. And yeah, it was really nice, and she was like, oh, have you heard of any of Bernstein's music? And I'm like, I mean, look, I'm a music person who's like, unless like I really put in the effort to like know their names while I'm listening to the music, I probably won't know their name, but I'll know their music. And so I got her to list a few things that he's done, and she's like, oh, he did West Side Story, he did another film that also has a piece of music on here. She listed a couple, and I knew West Side Story immediately. I'm like, oh, okay, I've definitely heard his music then, and I definitely have. She's like, yeah, you definitely will have, like, he's that kind of guy. So, yeah, so she was really happy that I got it. I was really happy that I got it. Like, I became happier over the course of the night, because I'm thinking, like, after vinyl, like, what the hell am I going to do with this? Like, I'm going to listen to it, but I'm like, it's not really my dig. So, Yeah, we'll see in future if I find like cool soundtracks for like, the John Carpenter vinyl soundtracks and shit like that. If I happen to find any of those at a good price, I might get them, but they're also uber expensive and I have the CDs. So I'm not overly fussed. But it was a beautiful gift and it's extraordinary. So yeah, that was a hell of a way to start off my Christmas celebration, I guess, if you will. Talking about Christmas, I got one of the better of the Christmas films, Home Alone. I got it from the UK. It came with a slipcover, which is really nice because it does have spot gloss and embossing on the title, which is really nice. Even on the spine. I was thinking of getting the 2-pack from the first film, but I ended up getting this instead because this comes with the 2-pack of the first and second film, which I know is all regions in the US. But I got this version instead because it comes with the Blu-ray with all the special features. The other one does come with the Blu-ray with all the special features, but I figured I'd prefer to get the 4K, so I got the 4K, and it comes with the old Blu-ray, which is all regions, so they're both all regions. Who'd have thought it? I'm not huge on the artwork, but, I mean, you know what it is when you see it, so that's pretty good. I haven't watched it yet for Christmas, but I will be. It must be weird hearing that now that it's January for you guys. Have fun with that. Next up, we have two Amazon orders that I just... Two Amazon? Next up, we've got 2 from Amazon that I just got in today. We have The Prince and the Showgirl. I don't really know why I bought this. It was just cheap. It doesn't have anything special to it. It's a new print, I think, but a theatrical trailer. I have a bunch of Monroe films. I don't have this one. It just seemed like an easy one to get. It was, like, pretty cheap, I think. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I ordered it with something else. I know I got it with this, which is Spider, which I really wanted to get. Another Cronenberg film. It's really Ripley. You can see that. Yeah, you can definitely see that. But it's all fine. Like, I think it's just the cover art. The disc is fine. I believe it does say all regions, so that's good. It does come with a filmmaker commentary, in the beginning, how Spider came to be featurette, Weaving the Web, the making of Spider featurette, Caught in the Spider's Web, the cast of featurette, and theatrical trailer. So, yeah, it's like the only Blu-ray that exists of this film, and I think it's a pretty new release. Like, it only came out 2022 is when it came out, so, yeah, it's a very, not, in terms of casing and stuff, it's just a bit off because of how rippled it is, but put it on the shelf, it might flatten out over time. I don't know. I feel like it might be one of those things where they've, like, printed the image too large and it doesn't fit properly into this kind of a case, but it is what it is. And the last 2 for this clip, we have Popcorn from 88 Films. I actually ordered these 2 and the next one from Rare Waves. This is the reversible artwork. It's actually the Synapse transfer as well, and it's all regions. That's pretty nice. So if you're in the US, this is the Synapse release, but it's the 88 Films release in the UK. 2K scan of the 35mm in a positive, all new surround sound mix, supervised by Synapse Films as well as the original stereo mix. It's a 55-minute long making of Popcorn, Midnight Madness. Interesting. So yeah, it does have alternative artwork, of course, because it is part of their slasher collection. So yeah, I just kind of preferred the other alternate one because I'm already getting a red case, so I don't really need the extra stuff. But yeah, I got this for, again, pretty cheap as well. I think this is what I ordered with Doctor Who, the Steelbook, which I've gotten for my brother for, was meant to be Christmas. It's going to be a birthday gift. I don't know if I'll give it to him immediately or not. I probably will when it comes in, but it won't come in for it. Like, it only just shipped a couple of days ago for me, and these took 3 weeks to get here, so I imagine it won't be coming until the end of Jan. But yeah, this is the last one, which is Macabre, by Lamberto Bava, part of the Italian collection. New 2K scan and all that jazz as well. Yeah, these were like 2 for £20 or something, so decent price. I think it was probably like $20 each, so not uber cheap. Actually, I've never opened this, so this is like all new to me, in terms of artwork and stuff. Sorry, video cut off. So yeah, Macabre, I got it because I like Bava's other films, or at least the Demoni films. Not bad overall thingy. I don't really like the reversible sleeve as much as I love the title look. I don't really like the artwork. It's very not great. So I think I'll just stick with this artwork because this artwork looks nice. Italian collection, 88 Films. Why not? My partner bought Christmas gifts for my dad, which they have not yet been opened, so I won't open them myself, even though we have given them to him. We got Renfield. Oh my god, I really should take... I'm going to take this out of the plastic. We got Renfield, the Dracula Sucks edition. This is R18 as well. It's the unrated edition. Comes with deleted and extended scenes, alternate takes, Dracula Uncaged, capital C, and more. All regions, an hour and 33 minutes, and BD 50. Not much in terms of artwork on the inside, generic stuff on the back. I saw the trailer for this, thought it looked like shit, but apparently Nick Cage is good as Dracula, and the opening is like very reminiscent of the original Dracula, so I appreciate that. These were obviously choices that I had made, because we went to JB, because my partner isn't available to be at my place for Christmas this year, so she was already over for the weekend, so we're like, we'll just go to JB, grab something, get something for Mum as well. We got her a candle, well, she got her a candle. I've already bought her own gifts, same as Dad's, which are more movies. You'll see in a bit. We got Plane as well, because Gerard Butler's pretty good. I like Mike Colter from Evil. Again, generic artwork on the inside. No special features on this one, at least nothing's described, so yeah. But it was a 2 for $20, so it was $10 each. My partner was happy to buy that, you know. I had them both there in my hand. She was like, oh, are you getting one, I'm getting the other? I'm like, no, it's just $20. 2 movies. You know, they had like $35 price stickers still on them, even though online it said 2 for $20, so I'm like, hey, just go buy them. that was it. And he was excited for them, because I know that, I imagine he might like the Dracula one, because we like Dracula as a character in the Dracula films, despite the bad Dracula on a boat movie that came out last year, or 2023. And Plane, I mean, Gerard Butler's great, so, you know, it's fun stuff. Anyway, what else did I get? I got my Talk To Me shirts in. Let me show the candle. I have the candle. It says open the door. It's from Rocking Fountain. It's one of those fake candles, so you turn it on. It's a light. You know. You just turn it back on. It's great. I got a long sleeve shirt and a limited edition 100 unit shirt, which is currently drying because I want to wear them tonight. It's a Black Christmas night at the Astor. So, yeah, I got these. These were meant to be a Christmas gift for myself. I've ended up giving myself 2 other Rocking Fountain shirts that came in way earlier, even though I ordered them after, which is kind of funny, but it was a restock thing, so, yeah. Alright, what else did I get? I guess I'll start with this. I got, because I just had the candle, I got in the long sleeve shirt for Talk To Me, which looks very nice. It does have a lot of information on it, but I like it. You get the Talk To Me on the side with the candle on one arm, and the other arm, it just has it written, I believe, in just Japanese. And there's the hand on the back in all red. Noteworthy, of course, because I'm wearing the limited edition shirt. This is limited to 100 units. So it's the exact same thing, just in different colours. And it does have the hand on the back as well. So, yeah. I didn't know I was going to get the candle. That was a fun bonus. But I was able to successfully wash them and dry them, and was able to wear this out to see Black Christmas at the Astor, which was very nice. Yeah, I don't know. Cute. I was going to have this as a Christmas gift for myself, but I ended up having 2 other shirts from Rocking Fountain from a... what was it? It was like a... releases they'd already done prior that they had spares of that they were releasing. I can't remember what they call it, but that kind of ordeal. It's worth noting that this is that I'm filming. It is Christmas Eve, so I've still got the rest of the video to film. So I'll try and get through this part quickly, but you know. Firstly, I bought some stuff from Amazon. This is a little switch box. It's called I guess, bi-directional switching for 4K cables. I actually got the 8K box from Ugreen because they had it as a quick sale. I don't know. After having plugged in the record player and having that little switch thing, I was like, what if I had that for like a HDMI cable so I could plug in both of my 4K players into one thing and plug that into the TV. So I did that. I've still got my G-Tech 8K cable. I plugged that into the TV, plugged it into the receiving end, which is at the back of this, and then the other two, I bought a new U-Green 1 meter cable, which is 8K as well, for my Panasonic, and I used the cable that I already had for my TV, which is like 1.8 meters, wrapped it up, you know, put a little twirl of plastic around it, and I've connected that from my top Sony player into the switch as well. So it literally just has a little button on the middle, so if I want to jump to the other player, I just click the button and it switches over, and I just got to turn the player on, which is great. It means that I can still, when I turn on the TV, because it's connected mainly to my Panasonic, like if that was the last one I used, it'll immediately turn that on, which can be a bit of an annoying boot up thing, but sometimes it's easier if people in my household would prefer to watch a movie and it turns on automatically, you know. So yeah, and it's pretty easy. It has a USB for power, which I've connected to the front of the receiver. So yeah, it was nice. It was pretty cheap. I think it was $20 odd. They had it at like 36, but it was down to like 20 because it was a flash sale. Hence why I bought the extra HDMI cable. I bought earplugs with it as well. They're not great, but you know, you get what you get. So in terms of what it is as a product, it's pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. I can't say things look different, but it makes it easier so I don't have to keep unplugging and plugging in. I just need to figure out what I want to do for connecting my laptop to the screen now, and if I want to see if I should plug that in for a receiver with a different HDMI cable, for the obvious factor of, oh, I want to watch stuff on the Criterion channel, how do I do that? Or do I just unplug the top panel, the Sony player with that long cable and wheel that around? Because I can still do that. So that's a possibility. I don't want to do that. Like, I want to refrain from having to unplug either player in the future, but we'll see how it goes. I had a second order come in through Amazon on conveniently the same day. I got Past Lives. It's the standard US edition. Comes region A, slipcover. Not too much to mention because it does have deleted scenes, a featurette, and the audio commentary with 2 of the actors plus the director/writer. So that's pretty nice. I haven't seen this one yet. I heard it was really good and it was $30. The Australian DVD is $20 and we don't have a Blu-ray for Australia. However, if you would like a digital copy, there you go. I guess a Happy New Year to whoever wants it, because I don't use digital copies and I don't think I can use most of them in Australia because this is a Region A disc. But yeah, it's pretty simple in terms of its stuff, so it's one of those things where it's like, it seems like a film that I'd really like and I just want to get it, and $30 or 20 odd to see it in the cinema, and I was like, I'll just get the Blu-ray. At least then I can watch the audio commentary, you know, stuff like that if I want to. And, you know, the fact that it came with a sleeve is really nice. I don't know. It's just nice because they're really thin, cheap cases. So then to fittingly continue with my Cronenberg collection, because I got these 3 that I'm about to show as a, well, one of them, Past Lives. It was a, actually I don't think it was $30. I realized it was probably less than that because it was like, if you buy with multiple items, you get like 10% off the whole thing. So I finally got The Brood. This is obviously the Criterion. I've been waiting a long time to get this. I ended up watching it on the channel before I bought it because it was on the channel. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I don't have to buy it now. I can watch it on the channel. And I really liked it. And I'm still filling out the rest of my collection, having gotten Spider as well. So yeah, it's a really good film. It does come with the little sticker for the autograph, which is always cute. Yeah, you get the 1-disc set. You know, basic artwork and stuff. Well, just, it's weird artwork. It is a new 2K restoration supervised by the director, mono soundtrack. There's a new documentary about the making of the film, featuring a lot of people. There's a 4K digital transfer of Cronenberg's 1970 feature Crimes of the Future, because they keep putting out every single goddamn release. So if you're ever like, damn, I really need Crimes of the Future 1970, well, if you don't have the Arrow Academy, is it, version, or is it just Arrow Video? Yeah, the Arrow Video Early Works, which I do have, which comes with 4 films, including Crimes of the Future. You can still get, like, the Neon release, which comes with Crimes of the Future, or of Crimes of the Future, which comes with Crimes of the Future, or The Brood, or a bunch of others. They all come with Crimes of the Future. Not a particularly great film. I do like the remake a lot more, even though it's not really a remake at all, but it is vaguely connected. It's It comes with a poster as well, which is of course the classic, it's also an essay, so haha, you can't put this on your wall until you've read it. Though personally I don't think I'd ever put this on my wall. It is nice though, it's very interesting artwork. It's a good film, I'd suggest it, you know. I got even, you can't, can you see it? I got Evangelion, the 4K set in, so it's all that white, thinly embossed, not too much damage to the set, just on the bottom 2 corners. On the spine it does say 3.0 plus 1.11, which, yeah, it's not going to focus on the image at all. You can vaguely see it there. It's got this whole matted, like, bumpy texture, which I really like. It does say Thrice Upon a Time as well. Yeah, I can see why people might have preferred the Australian set, but, I mean, the Australian set seems like the best option, but it wasn't available at all, and this was less than $90. The Australian version was $90, so yes, I still have not opened my Steelbook version. I'm probably still going to keep it anyway, because it fits out my shelf really nicely. But I've heard that they're apparently doing a 4-pack set of all 4 of the rebuilds, so sometime next year, well, sometime this year, I think in March to May period, there was a listing on the JB Hi-Fi website that a subscriber of mine pointed out. You still get your basic J card, which didn't stick to it, so just came off immediately, emphasizing 4K but Region A discs. All the same bonus features that if you don't have the Australian Steelbook or the British Steelbook, it's exactly the same. It's just that this comes with a 4K. There's no HDR. Oh, I think there is HDR10. Yeah, maybe there isn't. I know there's no Dolby Vision. I don't think there is any HDR10. I think it's just like on a 4K disc, so it just has the extra oomph. I think it was like maybe upscaled for it or something, but like just on a 4K disc because it's bigger, more room for the film to breathe and whatever, which is fair. I think it would look better on the 4K disc over the Blu-ray, but I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. But from the reviews I read, the 4K did look quite good. Oh god, there's another book. I forgot how much stuff there was in this. So there is the Digipack. This one's the shinier one. This one could be a bit of a bumming thing if people don't like this, but you get the 4K disc in black artwork, and then the Blu-ray disc, and then the special features Blu-ray disc. They're all Shout Factory, or Shout Studios in this case. No artwork below it, just plain white, which I know a lot of people were very weird about, but when I showed it to my dad, I was like, what do you think of this design? He's like, it looks very White Album, you know, like the Beatles. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point. It's meant to be as plain, like, flat ordinary as you can get, which I kind of still think works, because you compare to the other, at least the other Australian sets that are, like, red, blue, and orange, and they're basically all just the title and nothing else. I would have preferred it being the same kind of slipcase design like those ones, but the deluxe nature of this set is still really nice. You get one where you can actually read the title, black background. This is, of course, the book, which introduces the film and the elements of what was added to it and whatever, as well as talking about the other rebuilds. Disc 1, chapter list, Disc 2, special contents, and whatnot. It says so TikTok, release on TikTok. Yeah, and then you get storyboards and elements of the film that were, you know, pre-production, whatever, post-production, images of the characters, more images of characters. It's not the most, I'd say the most interesting book, but I feel like I prefer it over the book from the third one. I don't know, the third one was really chunky and had a lot of character designs, but the thing is, I don't like the character designs in the third film, whereas I love the character designs in the second and the fourth film. So, yeah, but I'm not overly wowed by the booklet. It's still nice to have. You, of course, still get the reason why I'm debating whether or not I'm keeping the Steelbook. I actually did see another Steelbook in store yesterday, which is really funny. And I was like, oh, I could buy that and then do that resale thing. But I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. This is the poster, which is weird how it's folded at the top here like it is. You could probably just actually cut that off and it wouldn't make any difference. But it's the same artwork of the Steelbook, just flat, no gloss or shine, which I like that the Steelbook has that extra shine, especially around the water. I don't know, like they emphasize it not being overly special, but it like still has a bit of sheen to it. So I'm not disappointed by that element. I don't know. I say I'm still up in the air. I don't want to do the resell for the element of because I can, but I'm also like, I don't know. But it does come with the 2 Blu-ray discs in region B, so I don't have to worry about, if I keep it in the region B, I don't have to worry about having to try to watch the special features on my top Blu-ray player. But I could realistically watch it all on the top Blu-ray player, because the top Blu-ray player, the Sony one, the Dolby Vision doesn't work on it. So, given that it's a 4K disc that doesn't have Dolby Vision, or even really HDR10 grading, I'm kind of okay with using that. It just has a weaker sound system, so I'll probably still use the Panasonic anyway. Then you get the art cards, which doesn't have anything on the back, but this was one of the main reasons that it sold me on the set. I really like these art cards. That one's a very specific... it's not creepy when you realize that these characters are designed to like look the same age for like their whole lives. It's like written into the plot that it's like a genetic coding in the characters. Like, oh yeah, all the people who go in the EVAs are like genetically coded to be the same age for like their whole lives, which is really funny. But they're still really nice art cards, I like the characters. I like having this. It's cute, Sure, of course, Ray's still going to be mildly, surprisingly a lot more sexualized than Asami, but then you get May. So it's a set. It's interesting. I'm still yet to rewatch it, but I've seen it twice now, so I don't know when I'll watch it again. And I watched it in IMAX last time, so I'm like, I'm pretty content, I feel like I'd have to do a whole rewatch to do that, but I don't know. I've watched them all so recently that they're still very fresh, especially given how I watched the TV show and then went straight to the rebuilds. So, yeah. The rebuilds are interesting. I like them. The first one's okay, the second one I love, the third one is okay, the fourth one I love, so, Next up, we have 2 JB purchases, which I ideally can go on Tuesday to get, again, to get the money back because I bought them before the sale so I could get them, just in case. But I also met up with one of my subscribers, Mitch, because him and I live pretty close together, so we just go to a JB nearby and we just hang out for a bit, So I actually bought some movies off of him, this being Dead Man, because he recently got the Criterion, and I looked into it and I was like, in case I don't like the film, I can get this for $5 for him, so I was pretty happy with that. Apparently it's still a pretty decent looking transfer, and it comes with outtakes, deleted scenes, and a music video for Neil Young's Dead Man theme. So it's not the most insanely detailed thing, but I do have a couple of Madman releases that are like this, the Director's Suite ones. I think I had a few that were, actually tell me here, this is just Jim Jarmusch's filmography up until from 1980 to 2009, of which, if I'm not wrong, I have not seen many of his films. Yeah, hilariously, I've not seen any of these films. I've only seen like his 2 most recent, like Patterson and the one about the zombies, the alien zombie invasion one. I really liked both of them, so I imagine I might like these a lot. I do want to see Night on Earth though, mostly because of Winona Ryder, so I think that's on the Criterion channel. But still, cheap purchase. I'm pretty happy with it. Dad in particular is interested to see it because obviously he's seen that infamous shot there from the film, and if it'll focus on it. And he's like, he didn't know what film it was from, and I'm like, oh, it's from Dead Man, one of the only black and white films that Johnny Depp did outside of like Ed Wood. Actually, that wasn't black and white, was it? Part of it was, I think. Another cheap buy was this. This is actually the import version of Gangs of New York. We did actually stumble upon the Australian release in store, which was a 2 for $20, so I was still happy to be buying this from him anyway, and thinner case. And I believe it's still an all-region disc. It doesn't emphasize, but it does come with costume design featurette, set design featurette, a bunch of featurettes and stuff, as you can see there. I haven't seen the film yet, but my dad's had it on DVD for the longest time. But yeah, it just seemed like a pretty easy one to get. I was like, yeah, sure, easy, cheap price, why not? I think I looked at the up, and apparently the transfer was quite nice for this one. I think it was the Australian release that had a really bad transfer, so I never bought the Australian release for that reason, so I was happy to get this instead. I don't know why the releases would be that different, but I don't know, it is what it is. The last one I got from Mitch is actually an out-of-print purchase. It's Over the Garden Wall, the limited edition one, but apparently the standard edition is also well out of print. I've never seen this before, and this is the slipcover variant that we got in Australia, with some actual spot gloss on the characters on the back. Comes with episode commentaries and a bunch of bonus scenes as well. It's 115 minutes long. I thought it was a 2-hour film, but it's actually just a little mini-series. But yeah, we were talking about it because I realized, oh, I don't have that. And I bought it from Mitch for $60, which I thought when he said that on Facebook, I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot. But I was like, you know, he said it was out of print, so I looked into it. And him and I both discussed this anyway. It's going for $200 to $300 on eBay because apparently it was taken off of like the HBO streaming service Max, and now you can't watch it anywhere unless you have a physical copy. So people are selling the standard version, which is what this looks like, or they're selling the limited edition for more. And I'm like, well, if I don't like it, I could always resell it for a lot more. I'm not going to, because I actually appreciate owning out-of-print media. I've even got like the Ronin the Arrow video release of Ronin, which has like the incorrect date written on it, which is out of print, and also rare. And that's one of the few rare ones I have that are whether out of print or just have an issue with them. But yeah, I've known about this for a good number of years now, but I've never seen it. So thanks to Mitch for letting me buy this off of him. I mean, he was selling them anyway, so someone was going to buy it. So I figured, yeah, sure. The fact that he was letting me know first, he's like, oh, hey, I'm selling all these. If you don't have any of them, or if you want any of them, let me know. And yeah, we just met up the next day. Easy peasy. Second last one we have is a Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, which I have never seen before. They had this is the special edition with a sleeve from Viavision. It comes with 2 discs, which includes the director's cut in standard definition. So I'm yet to figure out which version I want to watch, because again, Blu-ray and DVD. Blu-ray theatrical cut and DVD director's cut, which is nice. Like, I know I've made videos in the past about why the DVDs still exist, but this is a good qualifier, you know, if they can't get HD elements for the director's cut, just put it on a DVD. And DVDs are still pretty good in terms of like encoding if they're modern ones, you know. I know I kind of disservice them a lot because I don't like to buy them, but they can still be much better than some Blu-ray equivalents, you know. And it does come with a bunch of special features as written in that little box there. So, yeah, if you want to pause and read that, you can. But yeah, mostly just featurettes and videos, compilation of the film's expletives. Oh boy. One smoking camera, a featurette on the film's cinematography. And then another one talking about beginning, shooting, cutting, marketing, done and dusted. Cool. And last but not least for this clip is the limited edition. I believe this is number 516 of 1,500 units. We have The Gate, which is the Viavision lenticular release for the first and second film. I really want to get it. It was $60, so hopefully if I can go back to JB and get a percentage off, be like, hey, I've got the receipt, can I get my money back? Because you can do that. It seems dodgy as shit, and I hate doing it, but I can do it, so I will, probably. But either way, you know, comes with a nice spine saying the Gate Film Collection. You get the barcode and all the details there. It does have a J card, which does emphasize all of the special features, which there is a lot of special features, including 2 films. The back artwork is quite nice as well. I'm just kind of leaving this card stuck to it because I can. It's not the most ideal thingy, but I will keep it there. You do get what would probably become the standard release in like a year or so's time, a couple months' time, with again all the same special features and nice artwork. This is the artwork for the first film. The same on the disc is that artwork, but on the second disc is the other artwork, which is the lenticular, which I think works better as a lenticular. Maybe, I mean, this could have been better as a lenticular, but it's hard to say. But knowing that this is like the second film makes it a bit more unique, I feel like. Because probably once this becomes a standard release, you can already see it has the M sticker and everything. That this is, and a barcode. Like, this is clearly going to be the standard release in a couple months' time. However, this release also comes with art cards from the film, which is not really my jam. But they're nicely produced, glossy images. They look like proper photos. And you see stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, this is like stop-motion creatures or puppetry or something. Like, this looks like a Ray Harryhausen film. Or like a weird Jason X meets Ray Harryhausen. Yeah, I'm curious to see what these are actually about, these films, because I've known about them for a couple of years as well, because you see an iconic 80s poster, you know, it kind of sticks with you. I imagine that was like in the VHS era where you go to, you know, Video Easy and be like, wow, look, this artwork looks insane, and then you watch it and it's a piece of shit. But hey, you know, it's the Roger Corman effect. Here's a cool poster, invest, buy, choo choo choo, and then realize it's a piece of shit. But I did buy those two, Lock, Stock and the Gate double feature, because I got paid from YouTube. I got paid $90, which is really nice, because I've had in December a couple videos that got a few thousand views each, which was insane. That's never happened before, like in such a consistent pattern. And so I got money for it, and I was like, oh shit, alright. Like, I know I did, like, in my channel update at the end of last year saying, like, oh, if I don't get any money from YouTube, I won't bother. But it's like, no, I'm getting money now. And I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, it seems like a weird thing, mostly because this is a hobby. I don't expect to get paid. But, like, I don't know, it's just nice in a way, you know? Like, I know that, I imagine some people might be like, oh, fuck you for getting money out of literally standing and talking for a consistent amount of time and then editing it and then uploading it. Because this isn't a waste of time, but it's nice. So thank you all for watching and having to put up with the ads. And if you're a YouTube Premium member, extra special thank you, I guess. I don't know. A small percentage I'm getting is from YouTube Premium, but most of it's from just regular ads. So yeah, obviously if I could have non-skippable ads, I would, but unfortunately YouTube has updated their ad format thing, which really sucks, and I'm sorry about that, and I don't think I can be bothered going through my videos and finding hotspots for where I want ads to be. So I'm like, if it just kind of randomly throws it in there, I don't have to put in the extra legwork. Like, I watch other YouTubers who do that, like Red Letter Media, or a British YouTuber who has black spots in their videos specifically for ads. And I'm like, that's fine, you know? But I'm also like, I don't really care, you know? It is what it is. It's not my fault. If you have ad blocker, you have ad blocker. It doesn't really affect me, so... As in, like, I don't really care if I don't get money from these videos, but it's nice that I can, and I've put money into these movies. So, you know, putting money into things that I didn't expect that I'd be putting money into, which is really nice. So, again, thank you, and I'll see you in the rest of the video post-Christmas. Enjoy. Okay, this will be the last part of the video. The Christmas haul stuff that I've bought today and for Boxing Day sales, and the rest of it is all stuff I got in for Christmas. Figurines, Blu-rays, that kind of jazz. Next week's video will have my Dead End DVD haul with, like, Indiana Jones and Radiance Films stuff, which is the first of their lot that I'm getting, so I'm excited for that. It's from Dead End DVD. I probably could have imported directly, but I don't know. We'll see. To start off, I got the new Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. That's going to become really annoying when Dead Reckoning Part 2 is actually called Mission Impossible Seesaw on the Seesaw Part 7. I don't know. It's got 3 discs, including a bonus disc. That's pretty good. Standard artwork. I couldn't be bothered getting the steelbook because all the rest of them I have are all standard artwork. Next up is Spider-Verse. Across the Spider-Verse. The one that apparently is the best film of the year. Far from it. But not even the best animated film of the year. My God. Still, I don't know. My brother got it for me because I bought it during Black Friday sale. Same as Mission Impossible. Just got my parents to get me one, and my younger brother to get me the other. Just made it a lot easier for me, you know. Meant I didn't have to pay for it. Easy peasy. Same goes for these next two. These ones aren't mine, so don't poke me with sticks. Ghostbusters Afterlife and Jurassic World Dominion, because I got these for Dad. I bought them, it was a 2 for $20, but there was also like 20-30% off at the time. Again, it was Black Friday sales at the time. I could have gone with the 4Ks, because that was still a 2 for $40 4K, but I'm also like, I don't care enough to do that, and this was like $16 rather than paying like, I don't know, 24 or something, or 28. So yeah, mostly because Dad was watching this on Netflix, and I'm like, he likes it. He should at least watch the extended edition with more dinosaurs. I haven't seen it personally. I don't care to. This one I'm curious about. I know it's disrespectful to Harold Ramis, but at the same time, I'm curious to watch it, and I feel like Dad might enjoy it, so why not? Hell, we got him bloody Renfield, so what does it matter? From my partner, I got a Shrek beanie, which I feel like I should open up on camera, because I know she wants me to wear it at the plastic just peeled off. What a great bag. Hold on. Throw it out of the way. It's a box lunch exclusive. Wow, it's even got a little Shrek ogre picture there, which is actually really cute. Does it have the ears? Can you see the ears? That's actually not half bad. It's really comfy. Covers the ears now. Oh my god, I could wear this at work. Here, put some earbuds in. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually not bad. I got a couple things from her side of the family, including the new t-shirt, which I imagine I'll be wearing in several videos in the future. They're all large, but they're like Malaysian large, so they're like fake, so they're like actually medium. Yeah, but this one has, you got popcorn, it says cinema, it says movie, you got a film camera, you got a film reel, a television, 3D glasses, popcorn, the whole kit and caboodle, double-sided as well. It's a cute t-shirt. Got a few other t-shirts from them, but nothing movie-related. One of them was space. It was like all these little stars with little astronauts and planets. It's really cute. I like the style of it, but it's not really, it doesn't fit the vibe of this channel. I'll probably wear it eventually. More t-shirts, more from Rucking Fountain, actually. These ones I actually bought for myself. This is American Werewolf in London from their restock haul, which was really, really nice. Yeah, I don't know, it's a goddamn good movie, so it was about time I got a t-shirt for it. This next one is Upside Down. Of course, these ones are all Japanese, like The Fly shirt that I'm currently wearing. Scream. Good shirt. Again, from the restock haul. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the previous clip, audio-wise. It still sounded fine during the edits, but, yeah. I hate when that happens, though. It literally just stopped when I stopped clicking recording, went onto it, and it just never appeared. The file technically exists, but I can't get it and I can't import it, so I've tried everything. Doesn't matter, who cares, it's just audio. I got this. This is the Devo 50th anniversary shirt. My parents got it for me from the concert because I went to the concert with Dad, and Mum and Dad had already gone to Chadstone a couple of days earlier, and I said to them, oh, you don't need to get me another gift, we can just get a t-shirt at the concert. So yeah, 50 years of devolution. So yes, I'm very excited to wear this as well. These are all washed now, I can wear them. That's nice. But yeah, I'll show off my Boxing Day haul last. But next up is a Godzilla. This is from my older brother because I found it in store and was like, you can buy me this. I actually bought this from my friend. There are two editions, standard and fiery. They had both in the store. I found the standard one first, and I was like, oh, damn, if only they had the fiery one. And I ran around the corner, and they had the fiery one. So, yeah, this is the guy. He's cute. He does look a bit, when you look at him flat on, you can't see his head. But, yeah, he is gorgeous. He's like almost like chibi-esque in a way, but not really. Luckily, because I had bought this for a friend just earlier in the year in September for his birthday, because him and I both love Godzilla, so I figured that'd be cool. When I found another one, I'm like, well, I want it. It's one of those things from my mate Pierre. If there's something Godzilla thing I can find, I will buy it for him for his birthday, because I know that if it's something that I want, he will want too, and this is his favorite Godzilla from, what is it, Godzilla vs. Destroyer? I think so. Yeah. It's good. It's a really nice Godzilla. I still want to get the other one, potentially, but, I don't know. It's the exact same. It's just got white dorsals, so, and nothing on the front in terms of the flaminess. So I'm like, I kind of like this one more, Another from my older brother, because he found this at a marketplace, of all places. It's Godzilla 1984. It's the NECA figure. I've, of course, taken it out of the box, but, you know, I still keep the boxes. In terms of design-wise, he's not the most creative that I have. I have, like, the Showa era ones. I have Biolante, which is my favorite design. And this one still looks really nice. Obviously, it is a 84, so it's like a direct sequel to the 85 Return of Godzilla. It's a direct sequel to the original film from the first of the Heisei films, you know. There's multiple moving body parts. They don't really jam too well because obviously he has dorsal plates that coalesce on top of each other. There's not much in terms of speciality, you know. He's got his tail, it's very one note and pointed. I still got to find a place to put him. He's chunky, not as chunky as the Biolante one. But yeah, I do like his eyeballs though. Very, it looks very Showa in a way, and I like that about it. So yeah, I don't know, he just found it for like $50. I was like, that'd be a great Christmas gift. Nudge, nudge. I got the Bride of Frankenstein, the black and white version. I ended up getting her and the creature, which I'll show a colour version of next, for $109, which is really nice in Australian dollars, because they're like $70 usually. I think the creature was actually $80, but I got them both on pre-order with like discount codes. Thank you, pop culture. Worth noting, of course, that she does have multiple head sculpts there. I suggest check out someone else's video to see what she looks like, but I did get the colour version as well, so in case you were like getting deja vu, no, I do have the colour version. I wanted to get that because I wanted to have two different sculpts. For example, this one does actually stand up a lot better than the colour version does for some reason, but she looks absolutely stunning. This is just her plain regular head. I do obviously prefer the more, you know, expressive head. This is basically the straight out of the box design, with the hands and everything. My mindset would be to grab Frankenstein and put them together, but so far I've just been displaying her in the theatre room since I got her. Obviously she has her long robes, you know, she's just got bandages underneath and whatever. She's stellar design, absolutely tremendous. I don't know yet if I want to have the black and white one be the one with the screaming face and have the stoic one be the coloured version. I don't know yet. I only just got them yesterday, so I'll figure it out, you know? Obviously the next one I got, which I'll get the black and white one eventually, is the creature. The black and white one doesn't come out in Australia till like February, March period of 2024. I just realised it's 2024 when you guys are watching this. I have taken him out of the box, obviously. I've taken off his standard head because I realised the two heads that he has, which you can't see very well from that angle, one of his mouth is closed, one of them his mouth is open. His third head, his mouth actually opens and closes. The other two are just like still postures, you know, like here's one with its mouth closed, here's one with the mouth open. There's not much else that's different. I think even the eyes are like the same. Like there's no like they're like, you know how there's like underwater eyes for the creature if you're a fan. There's also several hands, no different feet, it's mostly just different hands. Regular hand, a big like flat hand like for swimming, and then the one that I've got displayed, I've got his kind of little grabby hand in a way, but then there's the attacking hand that I've got him at, but also mostly because he just kind of looks like he's a showman, like ta-da, you know, it's really funny, but also because, you know, you can make him sing. See, look, his mouth is now closed, and then his mouth is open. Whoa! But he's stunning. The green that they captured for the dark green looks so good, but the highlights that they've used, like these silvery, bronzy, I'd say bronze gold coloured highlights, it looks stunning, like on his spine in particular. It looks so goddamn nice. I imagine the black and white version won't capture this kind of likeness. I'm obviously going to get the black and white version because I like the silver screen presence, but I just like getting alternate variants for just random ones that I really, really like, or because they have, like with the Bride, two different head molds, and one of them is her screaming, and one of them is her not screaming. Though I'm pretty sure my black and white one, she's meant to come with two little armbands. I'm pretty sure I lost one of them, or it didn't come with it, because there's two holes for the armbands. One of them's there, the long one, but the short one isn't there at all. And I'm like, I think it definitely does not have the short armband, so whether or not that wasn't there when I got it, or I have dropped it on the floor and haven't like looked for it properly, I don't really care. I don't plan to put armbands on the black and white version anyway. And I think they're all the same color as the color variants anyway. I think the only difference the color variants is her head is a different color, because obviously it's skin color. Her hair is brown and whatever, so yeah, it's not too much different. It's like the Phantom of the Opera. It's just the skin tones that are color, whereas the rest of it's black and white, basically. But he is absolutely stunning. He stands perfectly. They've still got holes in their feet, as well as like designs in their feet as well, little curves and stuff, which is just so nice. It's an interesting rubbery texture, so he can, mold around really well. I don't know. I think this is just a tremendous replica of the creature. I absolutely love it. Now for the JB purchases I got. One of these I'm really just like, oh my god, I can't believe I bought this. But it was $20? $20.99? These last ones I already showed off the other ones, right? The fucking, what was it? The gate and the other thing. I swear I already did that in the video. I went back, got the refund. What I did was, that was like, I think I was getting $26.98 or something like that, around $27, $28. So basically for that price, I bought this. So I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem because I actually did like the film a lot in cinema. I was going to get the Steelbook, they didn't have it, and I was like, I don't care, I just want to get it. I'm not really that big on getting the Steelbook anyway. It's nice artwork, but I'm pretty happy with the standard release, I'm not overly picky or whatever. I liked it. I was like trying to convince myself, do I want to buy it? Do I not want to buy it? This was last night while I'm still thinking about it, while I'm bloody putting in orders for Boxing Day sales from Cinemaniacs and Dead End DVD. And yeah, I just realized, you know what, I'm already going to have that money. It'll be like an extra $1 or $2 to buy it. And it does have a big kaiju fight. So I'm like, you can't lose. It's really well animated as well. Good selection of special features as well, or at least 4 listed. Ideally there's more. I mean, a commentary track with those kids would be really fun. I don't think they have that, but it would be really fun. I doubt there's anything more other than just 4 featurettes, which really sucks. Animation should get more prize for the art form it is. Talking about an art form, I bought the greatest horror film of 2023, ? Says the guy who hasn't seen it. Yeah, I didn't get into this when the hype was big. I didn't care. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I didn't know what anyone was talking about. All I heard was, oh my god, Shinra is the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, Shinra is the best thing I've ever seen. I don't know, man. I don't think I'll relate to it, but it was $20. It was on sale. It comes with a commentary of the writer, director, editor, as well as the director of photography as well. So 2 different people just talking about a movie that apparently is really boring, but I don't have Shudder, so, I can't be bothered getting it. It's actually the UK disc. Funny. Yeah. I don't have much to say about it. It's a little disappointing in terms of just having a commentary track, but for a 100-minute long film that's apparently a kid staring at a wall, I don't know, at least I get to watch it in Blu-ray on my on my telly. I don't know. I'm a big horror guy. It's like, as much as, even if it's a piece of shit, at least I own it. At least I can watch it whenever I want. That's the key. Talking about in case it's a piece of shit, now I own it. This one, I did get like $50 from my grandparents, luckily in cash, for Christmas. So I ended up buying Lord of Illusions. I was going to get the limited edition release, but it was too expensive on the website, so as in the Umbrella store. Same as the next one, which I probably could have gotten, but it was also $75, and I ended up getting it for $24. So I got this. This is a 2-disc limited edition. It's worth 55 Australian dollars. Do you know how ridiculous that is? It does come with a J card. It's a limited edition out of 1750, sorry. As you can see at the far side there. But it does come with 2 discs, including the director's cut and the theatrical cut, and a bunch of other features. Yeah, if I look at it, theatrical cut on disc 1 with a trailer, theatrical director's cut on disc 2 with audio commentary with Clive Barker. Got an interview, making of featurette, archival behind the scenes, deleted scenes, concept art gallery, storyboard, film comparison, and a note from Clive Barker. So, That's cute. I think it's the last film he directed. I say the last film. He's not dead. He only did 3 films. The rest of them are like based on his books. I didn't really realize he was a novelist until I watched that like interview of those people talking about Hellraiser 2. It comes with a sleeve. It's interesting artwork, to say the least. You know, Clive Barker has seen the future of terror. Now you will too. Not too much to go home about, but it's better than the basic artwork that they've got on the inside here, which is still alright. It's still pretty good artwork. I like it. This is what will be the eventual standard release in Australia, I'm sure of it, but, you know, I'm a stickler for an extra sleeve. Yeah, I don't really, kind of looking at this now, I'm like, yeah, I probably could have just waited. I still got it for like $38, which is a lot. The fact that it costs like $75 to $80 on the website includes a poster and stuff, but I'm also like, that's so goddamn expensive. But yeah, so you got disc 1, you got disc 2, you got alternate artwork, which is interesting. I don't really know if that's worth showing off in a way, because this is actually the note from Clive Barker, so if you want to pause it and read it to the best of your... Let me see if I can straighten it out. I don't really know if I'm going to put this on the back. But yeah, so you got a note there from him, which is interesting. I imagine that's in the limited edition version, because it does still have the spine and everything, so it's like I can put this around, like flip it around, but this can stay on the inside of the cover. It kind of works. Yeah, he's talking about the character, who's the main character from it and whatever. I reluctantly made some excisions on the understanding that the director's cut would be available, so here it is, a complete unexpurgated, yeah, he's a novelist, Lord of Illusions. I think the picture is much stronger in this version than its theatrical incarnation. The chapters richer, the plot clearer, the atmosphere darker. Yeah, so mostly it was a thanks to everyone, as well as just a, this is the reason why the director's cut exists, which, given how, I think, what the only film of his that has been released that hasn't got a director's cut is Hellraiser, because I think it was just his vision flat out. Whereas obviously you look at Nightbreed, which did get a director's cut, which I have seen, and I don't love the film, but I couldn't imagine watching a theatrical cut and enjoying it. But this one I feel like is one of those, oh, you watch the theatrical cut, you'll be like, this movie sucks, but you watch the director's cut, you'll be like, it sucks, but at least it makes more sense. So that's why I was very up in the air, because it was so expensive, especially from Umbrella, but I don't know, it was easier to get, yeah. I don't know. I figured, why not? His last directed film, I'll get it. There's a bunch of films that are like he presents or based on his book that he produced, like Stephen King or whatever, so, you know. Wasn't it Stephen King said he was the future of horror? I've seen the future of horror, and it is Clive Barker. This last one I got, I had a DVD release, it was $4. I ended up, when they released the Blu-ray, I was like, maybe I'll get it. It was $75 for the exclusive Umbrella edition, which came with a hard case, double-sided poster, art cards, and a 48-page booklet, including writings by 2 people I know. One of them I'm friends with, John Harrison, who actually did a video essay on this as well. So I just kind of got the standard release because it was $25. I didn't really want to throw an extra $50. I know I gave it 4.5 stars when I reviewed it a couple of years back for our Nick Cage video, but I don't remember anything that happens in this movie. I know it's a noir, I know it's him about, he's meant to kill a woman and then he doesn't, and then other stuff happens. So I'm curious to rewatch it for that reason. But yeah, so you get your art card, this is your limited edition card telling you both the number and how many units and all the details for the special features. So if you want to read any of it, you can go ahead and pause it. You know, I don't know if anyone actually pauses and reads. Let me know. I don't know. I like to do it just in case. Commentary track. The DVD I had nothing, by the way. It was just a film, so all of this is a bonus for me. So yeah, commentary track, a new commentary track, interview with an editor, interview with the co-writer and director, The Man from Rhode Island, The Life and Times of J.T. Walsh, video essay by John Harrison. That's the guy I know. Caged In, host Petros, oh my god, a guy talks about Nick Cage. Simple as that, then a trailer reel. So this is number 958 of 1700. It's not bad. It's a really good film, but I don't remember what happens. So yeah, this is the new artwork that you get. I do like the big set and the art design on it. It does look really nice because it's like, has like Red Rock West, it has the same title 4 times over, but each one has a different person's face, with obviously like Nick Cage, then Lara Flynn Boyle, then Dennis Hopper, and then the main one just has like the director's name on the side. It's a really nice art piece, but this is still a really nice slip that does actually come inside it. Yeah, I don't know, I do really like this artwork. It does look really, really nice. So that was another reason I wanted to get the limited edition. This one especially, like Land of Illusions, the artwork's alright. I do like it, but this is the main artwork that I already had on my DVD release, so if you're concerned, this is what you can get from the standard edition whenever it comes out. And of course it does still tell you all the same special features. Nothing much else, of course, is look at this array of photos here and tell me which one sticks out to you. Now, let me see, we've got Nick Cage, we've got Dennis Hopper, we've got some people, we've got Dennis Hopper, we've got Nick Cage, we've got Lara Flynn. Oh my god, is that her in a... Boy, that just... And it feels thrown in there because of how jagged those are. That's some great design. Why do they need her in her underwear? Was that really necessary? Like, I know she's hot, but my god. And then the reversible artwork is just the same, but without the rated M logo. Which I will flip it over for, because I do really like this artwork still, and it actually kind of flows throughout. Like, if you look at it, it does continue, like the background of the sun and everything. It's nice art. It's a nice image. But, yeah. No, not too much else to say about it. I don't know. I had a Nick Cage review where I did a 2-parter, and this was in one of those. So if you want to go check that out, go for it. But as an overall, I would have loved to have gotten that limited edition set, but then they're also not shipping for like the next 2 weeks, like till like the 8th of Jan or something. So I was like, yeah, I could just get it for $25 at JB, you know, because then I've technically only spent like $30 on the movie, including the DVD copy, which I don't know what I'll do with. I'll probably just give it to a friend or something. Yeah, but that was it. That's all that I've got, including the figurines and the Blu-rays and all that stuff. I'm still expecting stuff. There's an order from Arrow Video, which has been stuck at like London Customs for like 2 weeks now. I don't know what's happening there. It's kind of concerning. I don't know if I should email them about it. I imagine because of Christmas and whatever, they've had a lot of delays in terms of shipping stuff, so I'm just kind of going to wait. If it doesn't come in by the end of the first week of Jan, I will email them about it and be like, yo, what's happening? Same as my JB order for fucking that prison one. There's that, you know, the Shawshank. They still haven't gotten around to sending that out. They sent me an email saying, oh, we're still waiting for the stock to come in. I'm like, there's stock everywhere. Like, on your website, there's like 16 different places. Now it's only just one, as of today that I'm filming. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But, yeah, so I've got next week's will be the, if it is only just the stuff from Dead End DVD, then I'll deep dive into those Radiance stuff when they come in. So I'm really excited for that. That'll be tomorrow for me, but next week for you guys. Or sometime next week, I don't know. This video is not coming out on New Year's Day, so who cares? Anyway, it's been fun. It's been an interesting year. I will try to stop buying as much stuff. This was just a end of year kind of blowout. Why not? All 30% off, which is really concerning that they're doing more 30% offs. It's good because I can buy stuff for cheaper, but it's bad because it might mean that they're trying to get rid of physical media permanently. We'll see. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next week when I do other stuff. Goodbye.